Yo, Bucko, it's Zero, coming back to you with another figure review, and today we have another Walmart exclusive, so this is why it's coming out so late. Well, part of the reason why it's coming out so late, but today we got Star Wars The Black Series, the Clone Wars line, 332nd Ahsoka Clone Trooper. Yep, we finally got this in from Walmart, and I'm so glad that they wrapped up things the way they did in season 7 of the Clone Wars, because we were wondering what the hell happened to the 501st. Why wasn't Rex there? Where were all these people during the Jedi Temple assault? You know, what happened? And this arc explained it perfectly, and I think it's pretty cool that all the clones painted their helmets like Ahsoka's head pattern to show how much they appreciate her, so that was really cool. So this is a cool trooper to have. I wish I could pick up more. I'm sure they'll go back on sale eventually, and I'll order 2 or 3 more, probably 1 more, because I really don't need that many of them, but it's cool. It would be cool to have more than one. But anyways, let's dive into this box. Got Star Wars The Clone Wars, 332nd Ahsoka Clone Trooper. Side of the box, you got your nice little, very nice portrait. Love these portraits. Let me show them next to the other figures, and bam, there you go, all lined up nice and pretty for you. Like I said, I really hope they put together a thing of these murals, because these look so good. And then yeah, you can see, you can't really see it from there, but there's some gunships up top. Very cool design. Back of the box says 332nd Ahsoka Clone Trooper. During the Clone Wars, a division of the 501st Clone Troopers pledged their loyalty to Ahsoka Tano, demonstrating this with their repainted helmets. Pretty cool. Side of the box got, again, Star Wars Black Series. Top of the box, the little window. Bottom of the box, unreadables. And let's go ahead and get this cloner out of the box. Alright, and here he is out of the packaging, and whew, I'm impressed. I can tell just by the 5 seconds I play with him that he is so much easier to pose than the older clone troopers. So I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this guy. But yeah, one thing I'm gonna say right now, he might appear a little more red on my video than he is supposed to be. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, he's definitely the orange color, very nice orange color, I might add. But yeah, you might not be able to tell, but he's definitely not the same exact, his helmet isn't the same exact orange as Ahsoka, you can tell from here. But yeah, so but it's pretty accurate to how it was in the show. Now we'll get more into that later, but first we're gonna get into these accessories. But I'm just gonna say real quick, I'm really glad that my clone's helmet isn't warped or anything. Usually, depending on how the faces go in, it destroys these clones. I've seen really bad Camino clones and some bad 332nd clones, but I'm glad that mine's fine. So if you get clones in the future, just be wary that they might come out a little fucky. But yeah, this is 100% fine. We'll get more into that later, though. Let's get into these accessories. The first accessory you're getting into is the DC-15S. Now, 99% sure the same mold they've always been using, and I didn't realize until after I got it out of the box that yes, that is silver right here, which is really awesome, because usually these don't have any paint on them whatsoever. But unfortunately mine is slightly warped. No big deal. Very nice mold, as it always is, but I'm probably gonna have to put this in under some hot water or something. I have to just do an entire video of things in my collection. There's probably like 10 things I need to go put in hot water and just freaking change its shape back. But yeah, it's not bad, it's just a little warped. Still love the clone blasters like always, but yeah, very nice mold, very nicely detailed. You know what, just to make sure it is the same mold, actually it is not 100% the same mold, so I don't know if this is just thinner or something, but I noticed the sights are definitely different. So that's interesting. I'm gonna have to do some more research into that, but besides that, the mold is almost the exact same. Actually, no, it's not. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some more research on it, but there's a few differences, but they're very minor. But this one looks so much better, honestly, so keep up that, Hasbro. Just wish things wouldn't get warped as much. And the main accessory and my personal favorite clone weapon, the DC-15A. Now I absolutely love this thing, and again, I noticed because I just had to pull it out, it is slightly different than the original mold, and let me show you what I mean by that. So this up top is the original mold, or the one that comes with Bly at least. You'll notice right here that on the new one the lines go further down, and the old one not as much. And then it's mostly the same mold for the rest of the gun, but the grips, this has a textured grip. I noticed immediately when I took it out of the package, I was like, that, I don't remember any Black Series weapons having a texture like that. Also, I'd say the lines are a lot cleaner, at least on the end of the guns. I don't know. But, and then, oh yeah, it's definitely, yeah. Here, definitely tell a little bit that the design, or the little like ridge, is a lot thinner on the new one. Very cool. And end of the blaster. Yeah, that's very interesting. I don't know why they could have just reused the old mold. But that's actually really cool that they made, and it's a little shorter actually, the new mold. Yeah, it's a little tiny bit shorter, so that's cool. But yeah, very nice mold. I actually didn't expect them to just make a brand new mold for that. I haven't really seen anyone even point that out in their reviews. Maybe it's just such a minor detail that nobody realizes it, but anyways, let's go ahead and get into this figure. There we go. Alright, and where do I start here? This is just a beautiful figure to begin with. Now, I don't have a Phase 2 clone that isn't a commander to show him off next to, but I will use Bly for a little bit of a comparison here. That's why I have him out. So, yeah, starting with the helmet, it's a lot better. I don't have, this is the first clone trooper I've opened on a video that isn't Bly. So it's the first new clone trooper that I have, and yeah, for starters, helmet under here. You can see the face is glued in there, and that does occasionally warp helmets, but it's not that bad. But yeah, the main differences I noticed right away is single jointed elbows. Also, the elbow piece right here is way different than this. I haven't decided if I like that or not yet, but we're gonna go ahead and see. There's more of like a rubbery armor, so you can kind of move this a lot more, but not really. I don't know, he gets more articulation but less at the same time. Also, another big difference is the knee pads are a separate piece, but they're glued into the knee. Very interesting. I noticed on the Elite Squad Trooper though, they are going back to the old knees. So we're gonna, well, I should say the old legs, so we're gonna go ahead and see how that is. Also, he has a bit of, I don't know if he's supposed to have that, but he has a bit of like battle damage or just bumps and scuffs on his armor down here, on his legs. Very interesting. I know you can't tell because it's the whitest thing ever, but just side-by-side comparison of the legs, which you don't really expect them to be different, but they are a lot different. This, I want to say this is a brand new mold as well, and if it isn't, then it's definitely a lot, oh yeah, it definitely is a brand new mold. or at least compared to Bly's. Yeah, and then obviously the elbows are very rubbery. They're not going to get in the way of articulation that much. This is rubbery, and this side just came straight up. This, yeah, there you go. That's not going to get in the way of articulation at all. This side doesn't want to cooperate that much though, so I'm not going to like wreck that, but yeah, very interesting. In terms of the paint, the helmet, I love how it looks like he actually painted it on. It looks like, you know, that's actually paint and not like it's chipped and beat up. I love that. I love the clones, how they're like, they're clean, but at the same time their paint is dirty because, you know, it's over the armor. Very cool. Same stripe all the way down, same thing with the paint. Same thing on the other side, very cool. The knee pads have the paint. I wish I had a normal 501st Trooper to show you. Maybe we'll make one eventually, but I don't have the original one because I'm not spending $300 on a battle pack. Right, and that's about it. Let's go ahead and dive into the articulation here. Now, with this articulation, the neck moves and there's a ball joint up in the head, and my neck's a little stiff, but yeah, there you go. And I think my head is in slightly weird. It's not the I don't know. Head is in slightly weird, so it's gonna be a little off, but yeah, it's pretty. It's okay. It's an okay range of movement compared to this. It's about the same actually. Yeah, it's an okay range of movement. I think there might be more, but the neck is kind of messed up, or maybe that's how it's supposed to be. I don't know. Then shoulders, you actually have a butterfly joint in there, so that's going to help a ton with articulation. Then you have a hinge and swivel at the shoulder, and this side for some reason doesn't want to cooperate, so the other side is not really hindered at all by. This side is a lot better with the articulation. I don't know what is up, but yeah, very good articulation there. Then you only have the single jointed elbow, which I don't know. Okay, you definitely get a lot more articulation out of this because of that, but I miss the double jointed elbows, I really do. But yeah, single jointed elbow, you're going to get a lot more range and be able to aim the guns a lot better than with the normal clones. You have a hinge and swivel at the wrist. This one goes up and down for aiming. This one goes side to side. And that is actually pretty cool how that is molded right there. I actually like that a lot. And then you have a ball joint at the torso. I think that's almost the same amount of movement, but it moves a lot smoother than the older clones. Then the leg goes forward that much, all the way to the side like that. I don't think the other clone does that. Then you only have the single jointed knee, so you're not going to be able to kick his own ass. But they are going back to the old legs for some reason. Only Hasbro knows why they're doing that for the Elite Trooper, but we're going to see how that is and if that works better or not. But yeah, cannot kick his own ass. He does have thigh swivels. I always forget about those when they're hidden well, usually. Or even if they're not hidden well, because bleh. You have a hinge and swivel at the ankle and a forward-facing pin for rocker, and I cannot. There you go. You would not be able to get the other clone in anywhere near this position. So let's go ahead and get him into battle. Okay, now it's time to show him off next to some other figures. Here he is next to Commander Bly and Clone Commander Obi-Wan Kenobi. And here he is next to Lord Vader and the Black Series Clone Trooper. And here he is next to the Clanker and Maul, which I really hope we get a Clone Wars Darth Maul pretty soon here, but I'm doubtful. But they did just make a TVC one, so maybe within the next year we might see one pop up. Also, curse you TVC. And finally, here he is next to Cal Kestis and Luke Skywalker Squawker. And what else can I say about this figure? This clone is awesome. I love this new mold. I'm gonna have to go pick up that Kamino Clone Trooper. Somehow, I missed my pre-order on that one, but you know what? We're gonna go find that guy. We're gonna get that video out soon. We're gonna get a bunch of these videos out soon and rolling, but here he is, 332nd Clone Trooper, looking awesome. Good luck to any of you who haven't found it. They'll restock him again and again, I promise you. They just restocked him again on Walmart, and I'm sure they'll do a public release outside of Walmart eventually, because these are numbered and not exclusive figures, or I'm not really sure how that's working yet, but I don't think these are going to be 100% exclusive forever, so just hold out a little longer. You'll get one eventually if you don't have one. Walmart sucks, but don't give up. This guy is awesome. Great mold. Love the helmet. Oh, love it. Gotta pick more of these guys up soon. And as always, you can bring them in warm or you can bring them in cold. Thanks for watching and good hunting.